Sometimes boxers find it difficult to call it quits and to call it a day because the mind and the skill doesn't leave you, but the body does give in.
The Knockout Zone.
So I want us to focus today on the fighters that overstayed their time in the ring, even though they were excellent boxers, but because they had overstayed their time, at the end, they didn't look so good. Let us first look at how Sugar Ray Leonard did it against Hector Camacho. Sugar Ray Leonard is an icon in the boxing ring, but I believe that he had stayed for too long. He couldn't handle himself the way he used to. In his mind, he thought he had it, but the body had given in on him.
Oh, good shot there by Leonard. Leonard is down. Hector Camacho will seize this window of opportunity to the right hand. Camacho landing push head should stop it now. It's time. There it is. In the world of boxing, as if he was pitching the shutout, and a defenseless Sugar Ray Leonard. Hector Camacho.
Another great champion that did the same thing is Larry Holmes. Larry Holmes almost covered the record of Marciano because he had defended his title 48 times without getting defeated. But I believe Larry Holmes overstayed his time in the ring. You can see how he was defeated by Mike Tyson.
Well, he's not rushing it, Tyson, is he? Just picking the right punch. And this now looks awfully painful. Oh, and he's gone again, and the legs absolutely collapse underneath him. So, Larry Holmes then absolutely flattened here in the fourth round.
So, Larry Holmes, in my opinion, shouldn't have fought those fights. Likewise, Muhammad Ali, being such the greatest fighter of all times, he also made the same mistake, and he went into the ring against Larry Holmes, who was in his prime, and he tried to stay in the ring with him for 15 rounds, but it just wouldn't happen. He was stopped by Larry Holmes in the 11th round in a fight that shouldn't have occurred.
It's just Larry Holmes teeing off on him. Right hand, Ali, to his jaw. Go to right hand, Ali. Use your hand. He don't belong in the ring with you, champ. Throw some punches. Even if Ali would throw a good lucky punch and something would happen, he's proven to all the fans that, it's just not there. The body is weary. It just can't do what it used to do before. And this is the sad recognition that all athletes must come to grips with when they're practicing and being a participant in the sport.
Well, that's, all of us that followed Ali's career all around the world, not only us at ringside here, it's pathetic to see a guy just not be able to do when he was as great as he once was.
All I know is that he'll handle it with class, as he's always handled it.
He's pretty a classy guy in every sense of the word. The man is standing there and taking his punches. He's taking his dues, but it's the time now.
He could lay down as soon as he found out that his arms weren't working. He's staying there.
Mike Weaver is another heavyweight who overstayed his time in the ring. He was so great. He had been the WBA World Heavyweight Champion at some point, but he overstayed his time, and you can see how he got annihilated by Razor Ruddock.
On the WBA title in 1908 with a shocking 15th round blow. Weaver has taken every possible second that is available to him, and a great left hook by Weaver, and Ruddock is in trouble. A bombing left hook by Weaver, and Ruddock's knees buckled. And they're
I told you, Sam.
It doesn't take Weaver very long, Alexis. The thing that he's got going for him is a great jab, but he doesn't use it often enough. Who's asthma attack and could not name Smith and David Bay to follow. Round on that one.
And the winner, Razor Ruddock!
Razor Ruddock did the same thing with James Bone Crusher Smith. Bone Crusher Smith was one of the very strong heavyweights that boxing had ever seen. But I believe that he had overstayed his time. That is why, in the end, he was getting knocked out.
Right hand by Ruddock got through. Rommel snap. He's in trouble, too. 2 more right hands and a left uppercut. Smith goes down.
Kenny Norton did the same thing as well, and he took a big gamble by fighting someone as powerful as Gary Cooney, and he was knocked out so bad.
Norton wobble. Norton is hurt in his own corner. Cooney trying to measure him. Misses 2 uppercuts but scores with combinations of left stance. Norton straight up. Norton is about to drop. Norton is on his knees and finally slumps in the corner. He is not going to get up from this. The fight is over in 54 seconds.
I believe Kenny Norton by that time should have left the ring. Vladimir Klitschko, one of the greatest heavyweights we've ever seen. I don't think he had to go against Anthony Joshua at that time.
Body shot, left hook upstairs, right hand. David Fields is going to stop it. Anthony Joshua wins.
I also believe Shane Mosley shouldn't have fought Alvarez because he had already passed his prime.
A very courageous fight.
He tried.
It was all the way down the wire to the
Performance against
Felix Trinidad did the same thing against Bernard Hopkins.
Hopkins imposing his will and his skill on the man who is tonight. Oh, huge right hand. Huge right hand by Hopkins. Down goes Trinidad.
Evander Holyfield, the real deal, had overstayed his time in the ring. I think his mind told him he still had it, and the skills, whenever he was shadow boxing or doing things like those, the skill is still there, but the body had left him. That is why he was destroyed by Larry Donalds. And I believe Larry Donalds wouldn't have had a chance against Evander Holyfield if he had met him in his prime.
Never. He's been a man in and out of the ring.
That's why you can't sit back and wait on him.
Don't push him. Don't push him.
So in sending Evander Holyfield to yet another loss.
All to the winner by unanimous decision, Larry the Legend Donald.
Deontay Wilder had dominated the heavyweight division for a while, but I believe that the last fight he should have fought was his first fight that he fought into a draw with the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury. If he had done that, I believe he would have done himself a great favor because he had done a lot in the boxing ring already.
Thrown in the towel.
I am not sure if by staying away enough to rest and coming back, you're giving yourself a chance of greatness again. And I'm saying this because George Foreman is one boxer that stayed away for a long period, if I'm not mistaken, up to about 10 years before he returned to the ring. And when he did, I would say he performed even better than how he did when he came into the ring the first time, because he went on to win the title fight, the heavyweight title, against Michael Moore. So George Foreman, during his return, he proved to be a formidable boxer, formidable fighter, who gave so many opponents a lot of trouble. So he went straight into winning the world championship. So I don't know, maybe if you stay retired for a while and you regain your strength, you can still do better. But I'm not sure about that. It could have been that was just George Foreman. But maybe if you can try it, you may not be as successful as him.